Today we are doing an empties video. I have not done one in ages, so we've got a lot of products here. As you can imagine, everything is vegan, it's cruelty free. I've just got a lot of thoughts on a lot of products. We've got skincare, we've got hair care, we've got perfume. The one thing we don't have is lash products. That is going to be in a completely different video because, as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of lash as well. So this is everything but lash and the next video will be lash. Oh, I love watching these sort of videos, but I just hate it when not everything's vegan and cruelty free. So if you can relate to that, you'll enjoy this vid. And yeah, let's just get to it. Yeah, let's start with skincare. First up, this Moroccan Argan Oil Face Wash. This is from Dr. Organic. You can find them in Holland and Barrett. They've often got like a 3 for 2 offer or something similar going on. Generally, I find they're a really good price for the quality of the products. This face wash I found just like so velvety and creamy. Really good for when you're going through a dry skin phase. I feel like there's a good chance I'd rebuy this in the winter just because I love the texture of it and it really just felt like it nourished my dry skin. So yeah, definitely a fan of this. And it's not my first time using this either, so I've gone through a few of these in my lifetime. Wasn't the first and probably won't be the last. Talking about products I like to buy a lot of, the label is rubbed off, but this is the C2 clarifying cleanser from Face Theory, and it's like such a good cleanser for like AHA, BHA, just getting your skin clear. I feel like I used to have bad skin just because I had like such congestion, and this just helps me put my best face forward. So I've been through plenty of these. Face Theory is also just a very good brand for like plastic free products and quite eco-focused products. Not all their stuff's plastic free, but where it's possible and where it makes sense, they do their best. So this was like glass jar with an aluminium lid, and they're just so good for those sort of like advanced formulas, and it is what it is, skincare. Yeah, Face Theory, great, love them. Whilst we're talking Face Theory, this is the N10 Pore Bright Serum. I've been using this now for like 4 years. I don't use it as religiously in the summer just because my skin is just generally good in the summer, but it's like a niacinamide azelaic acid serum and it really helps my skin stay clear. As you can see, I've already gone through 2 bottles in this round, and if you struggle with combination or congested skin, I feel like this might be a good product for you. But also with Face Theory, they have like a quiz on their website to help you find the right skincare routine for you. So what suits me may not suit you, but I found my best routine through their quiz that I can recommend. Another cleanser, this one is from Q&A, and I'd say this is another budget friendly brand and also kind of like that sort of no nonsense skincare. Like this checklist they have on the back, which just helps you find like the right products for you, like what is your skin and what are you looking to do. This is a gentle exfoliating cleanser. This one I had in my shower. I just ran out of it this morning. It's worked fine. I don't have much say on it. I don't feel like it made a huge difference to my skincare routine, but I enjoyed it enough to use it to the bottom. Okay, spot patches. I am not a fan of those like stars that you stick on your face because they are just very obvious and I just don't like that look. I know it suits some people, it's just not for me. These ones are invisible pimple patches. They're little like transparent circular patches that you just put over a spot. But if I had like a particularly aggravated spot when I used this, it looked like it was like drawing out all the pus and it just looked like this weird like pus filled patch. So as far as being like invisible, I'm like, oh, maybe I would rather a star than looking like it sucked loads of gunk out and that's just like on my face. It wasn't cute. It's not something I felt great about going out in, but I did do it a couple of times. I just, yeah, not the biggest fan of them. Generally, in fact, I'm not a big fan of pimple patches. I think that just like a good spot serum can do the job and is a lot less wasteful, less single use, which is better for the environment and also better cost per use generally. But if you've got a spot that you want to pick and you should not pick, that's when they come in handy, especially when you've got like a spot brewing and you know it's not ready but you keep wanting to go for it. If I put a pimple patch on it, it stops me from just irritating it and angering it. So that's where they come in handy. There's been a real mix across the products I've been showing you guys. Some of them I bought, a lot of them have been gifted as well. And somehow I ended up on the Medicate PR list this year. And if you don't know Medicate, they are very expensive and very good skincare. So I am very happy about however that happened. I really enjoyed this product. It was their Hydrate B5 Intense Serum, features hyaluronic acid. I found this was just absolutely gorgeous in the winter. I'll double check the price of it because Medicate are typically out of my budget, but this was such a good serum and I find that in the winter when my skin gets dry, a hydrating serum is just something I kind of need to invest in. So I will look into maybe rebuying this. If money were no issue, I'd 100% get this. If not, you know, there are budget options out there, but yeah, I love it. And I also got sent their Total Moisture Daily Face Cream. I have a refill around here somewhere, I just don't know where. Like, things get lost in my room all the time. But yeah, this is refillable, so this comes out and you can just buy the refill instead of like refilling the whole jar. And this is like glass, so you just like pop the next one back in. Medicate, love them. very pricey, but I've tried a lot of pricey skincare over the years and it doesn't always correlate to great products, whereas with Medik8 I really feel like they do. Next up, aloe vera Dr. Organic deodorant. I normally use sort of the earth deodorants. I've got like the refill option because I love that. It's the zero waste deodorants never made sense to me. I've done a whole video on that. I'll leave that link down below because they irritated my armpits like so badly. I've got sensitive pits and every now and again they can get really irritated. So I went through a phase where I think like the salt in the sort of the earth ones irritated my armpits a bit. I've been using those for like years and years. I think just sometimes maybe the combination of the sun and the deodorant, it can just leave me with itchy pits, irritated pits. Like when I itch them, they get upset with me. So that's when I went out and bought the Dr. Organic aloe vera one because it is actually really soothing. So if you have sore pits, this is a great option. It's not as good at keeping my armpits like fresh and smelling good as the sort of the earth spray refillable deodorant. I love that one. Let me grab it. This is the sort of the earth deodorant I use. It's a spritzy one. I don't always fill it up with what it says on the bottle, but this is an example of like the refill. One 500 milliliter spray refill bottle uses 60% less plastic than the equivalent 5 sort of the 100 milliliter bottles. So it is making a bit of a difference when it comes to the environment. This one very good for keeping smelling fresh whilst also being a bit better for the environment. This one very good for sensitive pits. So that's a mini deodorant review. Next category, sun care. My go-to sun lotion is definitely the Boots Soul Tan range. I used to be a real superdrug girl, but I've kind of switched over as of late, and I feel like there's a bit left in this. I find that this one just rubs in so smoothly and is still quite budget friendly. So if you're going on like a big holiday and you need to buy a couple of bottles of sun lotion can be quite expensive, especially if you're trying to buy a bit more like bougie or organic, and it is an essential. So I do like to go with a budget brand. I just use up quite a lot. I think that was me at the start of the summer and this was me a bit further in. Boots have recently started labeling their vegan products. They've also started getting like certified cruelty-free, but that's still catching up, whereas Superdrug definitely have that Leaping Bunny accreditation. So yeah, it's all a bit of a balance, and I've definitely bought more than these, but generally it's when I go hand luggage only. You buy one on your way out of the airport at Boots and then you use it on holiday and it doesn't make its way back. Yeah, let me know what your go-to sun lotion is, especially if it's like on a budget and definitely vegan. I'm curious. Ones which I really wanted to love were the Green People ones. They came out with these DEET-free anti-mosquito lotions, which I wish I did take to Croatia because I got bitten to hell. So I would have put up with the scent out there to have some relief from the bites. But I'm not normally someone that gets bitten. It kind of like took me by surprise. So I just didn't pack these and that was my regret. So yeah, if you're looking for a kinder anti-mosquito vegan energy product, this is good. The one thing I absolutely hated about this is the peppermint smell. So both of them have this like peppermint scent, which I guess puts off mosquitoes, but it also puts me off. It just smells like sticky mint candy canes at Christmas. I just really did not like the scent. This is the Inculus Polyglutamic Acid Dewy Sunscreen SPF 30 face sunscreen. I did use this up quite a while ago. I'm very confident I've got a whole video review on it, so I'm going to link that down below so you can actually watch it in application and everything, because I do not remember a lot about it right now. This one is not an empty, I just haven't got round to using it. I got this last year and I used it a few times when summer was taking a while to hit basically. It is the Bondi Sands Gradual Tanning Lotion Tinted Skin Perfector. I'm not really a fan of self-tanner. I used to be a big fan. Now, yeah, I've really gone off it. I actually kind of like, you know, being a bit paler in the winter and a lot more tan in the summer. I think it's quite nice to have your skin like go with the seasons. There was a point last year where someone was taking forever and I gave in and I got this and it did just give a lovely natural glow. I definitely prefer a gradual moisturizer to like a 2-hour instant tan. I just think it does actually give that like golden natural look. It just takes you up a couple of shades and a bit of warmth rather than giving you an actual tan. So yeah, I do recommend it, and I've kept it around because I think I might use it maybe next year. It's probably going to be out of date, but if it works, it works. Oh, sorry, final body care thing. My friend made me a coconut and rose body scrub for Christmas the other year, and it was delightful. I absolutely loved it. She made it at home, just a little DIY gift with a DIY tag. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys because I used it all up, absolutely adored it, and I thought it might inspire you guys because I loved receiving it. Toothpaste, I generally get mine from Superdrug just because it's very clearly labelled, very budget friendly. A couple of perfume empties, and it is actually just the same perfume. It is my favourite. I think I'm going to restock. In the summer, I kind of like to go for something a bit more like coconutty scented. But if I had to choose like one signature scent, this would be it. It's the Chypre Sublime from Floral Street. I'm so bad at describing scents. Kind of just smells like an old woman's scent to me, honestly, when I smell it like straight out of the bottle. But they always say that the final ingredient, oh, I really did get the last out of it. But the final ingredient is always your skin. There we go. And it just smells so nice on me. I always get so many compliments whenever I wear it, and the bottles are gorgeous as well. If you're ever looking for a perfume brand with like bottles that look good on your vanity or whatever, Floral Street is the brand to go for. I think I'll be repurchasing that very soon. I don't really have many makeup empties just because it takes forever to get through them, but I've got one in the form of a lip gloss. This is the Kosas Wet Lip Oil. I actually think I might replace this just because it was really nice. It felt so nourishing. I have it in shade Dip, if they still do it, and it's kind of like a bit corally. I really love this. I will say the packaging design could have been a bit better. I think I leaked quite a bit of it. Like, it was just easy to get dirt stuck in. Like, if you can see on the side, there's just a lot of like sand from my beach days, which is not very cute. Do you know what? The color was so nice and it just felt really nourishing. I also like the Superdrug own brand lip glosses. I find that they've got good staying power and good shades, but they don't feel as nourishing as this. I think it's just another example of where I spend that little bit more, actually you feel the results. It does feel that bit much more luxurious, and it does feel a bit like skincare mixed with makeup. So yeah, big fan of this. Okay, and then finally we're on to hair care. This is actually my hair just like naturally drying after shampooing and stuff. So as you can tell, my hair is kind of like wavy and kind of frizz prone. So that's the sort of hair care I go for. Let's start with some Nila. I love this brand for like salon quality products. I've got their soft shampoo, which actually does leave your hair so soft. I've also got, their soft hair mask. Really, really love that hair mask. I've got quite a few hair masks. I'm a real hair mask girly. I love the soft range in general. The shampoo was really nice. I generally opt for shampoo bars. Like, I have the odd empty shampoo, but a lot more empty conditioners, because when the shampoo bars are gone, I've got nothing to show you. But I love a shampoo bar, so just keep that in mind through this hair care range. I do not love a conditioner bar though, so we've got a lot of conditioners. And this was the heel one. That was also fine, also good, but I think I prefer the soft range just because it leaves your hair feeling super soft. But yeah, if you had an irritated scalp, like suffered with dandruff, then I feel like the heel range would be good for you. I have a couple of products from Magik. They had this pink salt shampoo, which had like salt crystals in it, which I really, really love. Gave my hair such good volume. And then I also had their like mud hair mask. One issue I have with this brand though, which means I will not be repurchasing from them, is that they use like Dead Sea in some of their products. And I checked them recently to figure out where they source it from, because sometimes it's Jordan, sometimes it's Israel, and they use a mixture of both suppliers. I do not want to support them buying from Israel, so I won't be buying from them anymore. It's a no from me. I think I've just got a bunch of hair masks. Safe in Nature, quite like that one. That one was fine, it was good. Same with Noughty, they have this like Wave Hello one, which is really good for wavy hair. I found that when I used this, it did really, really bring out my waves, which was quite impressive, not gonna lie. Maybe I should buy that again. That one would actually have been really good to have throughout the summer. And then I had this organic argan oil one, again from Dr. Organic. And I like that one, but I felt like it could have been more luxurious. I think I had higher expectations for this than it delivered on. I had this naturtint one, which came free with their box dye. I've got another video of me dyeing their hair using their box dye, because I know it's hard to find vegan and cruelty-free hair dye. Yeah, I've used their dyes a couple of times, and I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this treatment mask. It's not the best, but you know. Final three products. Unwind Detangling Primer. I love a tangle spray, really enjoyed this. I prefer Super Milk from Lush though, which you'll see next empties video. It was fine, did a really good job. It's just the Lush one has a really lovely scent to it. And then finally a couple of hair masks, which I thought were sensational. Like, honestly, some of the best things. First off, this Rebond mask from 4. Is that how you pronounce it? This was incredible. It really felt salon quality. Like, I just spent a lot of money on a treatment at the salon. I think I got all of like 3 treatments out of this. Yeah, this was gifted. When it ran out, I was like, oh, I might actually go buy another one. And it was pretty much out of my budget. I didn't replace it, which was really sad. But again, if money's no issue, especially if you're struggling with like really dry, brittle hair, like you've over bleached it or whatever, I reckon this is just such a good treatment for that. The quality is there with the price, just if you are able to pay that is the question. And then another product, which is a bit more luxurious and a bit more expensive, but also so worth it, is this Fable and Main one. It smells so good. I've got a little bit left in there. I've brought it in just because I knew how low I was, but I'm gonna squeeze one more use out of it. I'm kind of like waiting for a special occasion. Anytime I just like need my hair to look good and feel great, I'm like, yes, this is coming out. It's their Holy Roots hair mask, and it's a rich repair for stressed hair, and possibly the best hair mask I've ever used in my life. I especially loved it on holiday when you've got all like that salt water getting in your hair and it can get a bit dry and brittle. This is incredible. So yeah, if you've got dry hair, I love it, I love it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like you've been wanting a few more beauty videos. I'm glad I finally delivered. Stay tuned because the next one I do, probably later this month, will be Lush themed. So just going through all my Lush empties because there are quite a few of those. Thank you for watching. Catch you soon. Bye. Mwah.